Hey, nobody's out there, right? Somebody wrote me a message. All of my pitifulness got a pity response. Dude, nobody should waste their time on me. I'm like a homeless guy. I offer nothing. I offer nothing, and I expect accolades or attention. It's not good. You shouldn't give handouts to pathetic people. They should render a service. Maybe the love that you take is the love that you make. Maybe you should have to. What am I talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't know. I was gonna say some bullshit. Somebody wrote me an email saying like they want to do improv, and they're from United Kingdom. I don't want to publicize their. They didn't put. Anyway. What's my point? Well, I was gonna say like I don't want to upload this video because I don't want to publicize somebody's name, but I think this will even go on Kick. Anyway, what's my point? Nobody watches my fucking thing, but I don't know. I have nothing to say. I don't want to do improv anymore. I can't really. I'm not gonna grow. Somebody said like ultimately it's good that you did jujitsu. You shouldn't quit jujitsu. It takes a bunch of time and money. It's costing like $500 a month. Really, I was better before. Like, really, like somebody said, the guy in the email said, like, ultimately, if you quit, you're just going to regress. I'm regressing anyway. I'm losing my look. Like, I've lost my looks. Just being young is the best thing. That's my conclusion over and over. It's just being 30 got me more love and more job opportunities and more attention from women. Just being young is the best. That was my favorite. I would trade anything just to be young forever. Being young and in my prime got me more everything. Just everything was just better. All of my trying just ultimately got me nothing. Just the passage of time is just beating me down, and I'm tired and old and ugly. And people just kind of just despise you more and more. The older you get, people like just don't want to talk to you. They pull their kids away. Just time. What's your point, Sean? I just miss being young, and I wish I could be young and cute. I'm already like old and gross, and I'm just regressing. You know that like if all of these little activities like made you better, then there would be some 100-year-old guy who's like, I never quit. I did jujitsu 50 hours a week and now I'm 100, and he would be like the best guy in the world. But you don't see that. You see like 100-year-old guys all like shriveled up and dead. Why? Because just time is like the best. Just being young is the best, and you do nothing that's beyond your control. People have a natural arc of life, and just being in my prime, that was the best. That made for the most beautiful days. That made for the women being attracted to me the most. That made for people being nice to me the most. That made for just life feeling best, and everything else. Just being young was the best thing, and I had no control over that. And all of my pushing and stuff, it just made people like hate me, and everyone's like, you suck. It's all gross. It's all this like pushing and shoving for like attention. It's all like, it's like, okay, like you're great. Like, I don't know. I'm soured on everything. Don't let me discourage you, but the jiu-jitsu, I paid $500 a month. Ultimately, also, just getting the belt, it ultimately just comes from like whether or not that. I think you just have to kiss ass. That's probably like a good life lesson. A good life lesson they can teach in jiu-jitsu is like, even if you win a gold medal, like I won a gold medal, people who didn't win a gold medal, who kiss ass and go to the belt ceremony, they'll get a blue belt if the gym master likes the guy. If you have to bow down to the power structure, and then you get a promotion. That's a good life lesson for people who want to excel. That's really true. I think that's really true. Is like ultimately probably like, yeah, the merit-based thing is good, but like respecting power and kissing up to the power structure, that's an important thing for promotion. And so, what's your point? I didn't do that, and so No fucking belt for me. But I beat a lot of the people who got blue belt, and I got a gold medal, and all those other people. Those other people got blue belts. They didn't even get a gold medal. Anyway, who knows? But anyway, I have bigger problems. I'm scared of getting old and dying, and so I'm just gonna cry. That's kind of, I'm thinking like, all right, I don't want to shack up with the older, overweight ethnic chick, single mom or whatever. And I got my dogs. My dogs are my only bond. I can't really bond with humans anyway. Nobody really likes me. I can't bond with humans. I never bonded with fucking humans. I can do this crybaby shit, and I'm just gonna keep it up to the grave. I can't compete though. I'm not gonna do any more like showing off, trying to be good. I'm really like tired too. I'm tired. My brain is like mushy. I feel very old and tired. My vision is disappearing. I'm really scared. I'm really scared of like deterioration and death. Alright, anyway, I've already said all this over and over. What else? I'm gonna go walk my dogs now. I just want to talk into the can. Got this little can. I'm talking to my little CB radio. Comfort's good, right? Finding a little cozy nook, finding a little cozy spot, and hiding, and comfort. Good stuff. I'm gonna take my dogs to dog park. I can't see, but I hate these fucking glasses. I'm gonna just drive. I'm such a bad person. I'm gonna drive around blurry because I hate these glasses. Make me look like such an old man that I can't stand it. I'd rather just look ugly. I mean, I'd rather not be able to see than look that ugly. It's so. That was my favorite thing. My favorite thing in life, just personal satisfaction, was just being young and cute. I liked just being young and cute and untouched by death. That was the best. And I could never get it back. I could never get it back. I could never get it back. Time is stripping away things I care about, and so I'm gonna try to find a fun way to get old and die, but I don't want it to involve any more like trying. No more trying to be good, because I'm really like old. I have like man boobs and stuff, and I'm so tired of trying about. I'm gonna stick to this little thing. I'm gonna say no trying for it to be cool, no trying to be edgy, no trying to be funny, no trying to be young, no trying to be manly, no trying to be strong, no trying to be impressive, and no hope for those things. It's all stupid, and it's all just every time I'm doing that, everybody's just all like, yeah right, who the fuck are you? Like, no, it's all gross anyway. If I do that stuff, it's all like pride. There's like people fucking starving in like Africa, and meanwhile like, I'll show you. It's like, it's all fucking all. What's your point? Just simple pleasures. Dude, I wish I had kids when I was younger. It seems like that's a good thing. It's like, quit all this grandstanding and all this social media. Like, I'll show you. It's all fucking gross. Just if you have like a kid, I don't know. If you had a kid and you made some memories and you had like little happy times, that's good. Very simple shit, I guess. Anyway, I'm probably subversively trying to seem like I might make a lot of shit that I'm doing is like subversively trying to suggest that I might be like a good dad, but I wouldn't be a good dad. Let's be real clear. I'm a shell of a terrified middle-aged human, just fucking totally just sheer utter weakness, pathetic, like hiding at my dad's house. I'm like really fucking terrified. Just if I don't go to this jujitsu, just the nighttime, just the fucking nighttime is now this like horrible thing that I have to like deal with. It's like there's this, nobody cares. I just keep saying the same shit over and over. But there's this 3-hour period of time that I can't get away from. Even if I sleep 8 hours, it's either going to be in the night or the morning, and there's this 3 hours of sheer darkness, which is just, I feel like my bones are crying or some shit. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to complain on, I'm trying to think about the future. What I'm going to get more of for sure is I'm going to get more pathetic and more inept. Somebody wrote some email to me saying like, dude, you shouldn't quit jiu-jitsu. Ultimately, you're just going to regress. I'm going to regress no matter what. That's kind of why I quit jiu-jitsu. It's like, no matter what. I see the road ahead. Like, no matter what, I'm going to get old and die. Like, it's regression. Jiu-jitsu, no jiu-jitsu. Like, push-ups, no push-ups. Like, for sure, deterioration and death. Doesn't matter what I do. Don't you see that, like, just if infinite jiu-jitsu made you progress, then there would be like 150-year-olds. There would be 100-year-olds who are like, I've been doing jiu-jitsu every day and I'm 100 and now I'm like a super technical black belt master. It's like, no, they're fucking old and deteriorated. What's the point? Also, I don't want to talk. I want to say this because it's true, but really, like, if I'm impressing any message upon you, just enjoy youth. Enjoy youth and get laid. Just fuck your brains out. That's the point. The point is fuck your brains out, and your maximum point of power for fucking your brains out is being young and in your prime. That's all I should have done in my youth. I should have just fucked my brains out. That was the best thing. Just being young and cute and untouched by death, and having sex with somebody else young and cute and untouched by death. By far the best thing in life in terms of like sheer pleasure. And it just feels like that's the point. Like all roads, if you're thinking like, why am I doing this? And people are like, come on, do that thing. Ultimately, it just seems like all roads lead to fertile pussy. And if they don't, they're just leading to like death. And so that's what you want. You're not going to, there's this like society thing where people go, what? Fertile pussy? Money? Not me. It's like, yes, that's what you fucking want. If you're a living, breathing mammal, that's what all your fucking ancestors did. That's the fucking point. And you have to do it when you're young, because it's just the pussy's closed unless you're rich. Even my mom says, no young woman's gonna fuck you unless you're rich. Anyway, what's the point? It's over. There's no, I can't do it anymore. I could never really do it. I was always too weak to do it long term anyway. What was I talking about? Just if I go to my mom's old folks home, that becomes really clear. Like, you would think, like, if I go to my, no one's listening, right? You shouldn't listen. This is very depressing, but like, just enjoy your youth. You shouldn't even be watching this. When I go to my mom's old folks home, it becomes really clear that like, if like there was real progress over time, if just time didn't just beat the shit out of you and deteriorate your brain and rob you of everything that you care about, then the people at my mom's old folks homes should be like 7th level masters at everything. Like, you would think that like, if you really progress, somebody said like, oh, if you don't do that, you're gonna regress. You're gonna regress no matter what if you live long enough. At my mom's old folks home, those people are like 80 and 90 years old. You would think that after like 80 or 90 years, they would be like masters of like human dealings, but they're all like grumpy and shit. They're all like, like, fuck you, like she's a gossip, and like, oh, I don't like that person, and you peddled into my. They're all like bitter and like squabbling and fighting and like, they should be like masters, right? They should be like genius. Like, if just the doing, what am I trying to say? It's really depressing, but no one should listen to this. But like, my mom will say that. I'll like fail at something, and my mom will say, well, ultimately, like, that now you learned. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn, and it's all part of the journey and stuff. And it's like, dude, the journey after like a certain age is just deterioration, death. Because again, the people at the old folks home, they should be fucking like, they should have perfected life. Everything should just be this graceful dance of like never getting into arguments and just perfect like dealings. But it's all kind of like, people are like, and what's the point? People like forget shit and stuff. They're like grumpy. There wouldn't be like grumpy old people if people just progress, and there would be like 1,000-pound heavy lifters who are like 100. If there were like workouts made you better, then there should be like 100-year-old super athletes, but they're not. They're fucking falling apart, and I'm falling apart too. And so But if you're young, you're not falling apart yet, and you should just fuck that chick. You can't rape anybody. I'm just gonna say I statements. It's like that song by How Soon Is Now. How soon is now? That guy says, all my hope is gone. I've already waited too long. I've already waited too long. My hope is gone. But when I was young, when I was in my prime, there was some pretty women who fucked me, and that was the best. That was the best thing. And then there's been all this foolishness, like trying to get back to that, and I can't. I'm already dead. I'm already washed up. But I can walk my dogs. I can walk my dogs, and I can cry publicly, and I can eat chips and throw up, and that's good. But then the night's gonna come. The fucking nighttime's gonna come, and I'm gonna desperately howl into the moon. I'm not gonna try to be good anymore. No more like trying to be good. No more trying to be cool, edgy, funny, young. I'm a shell of a human. Also, without this, like, I'm lucky to even have this fucking like portal to cry into. Before YouTube, like, old shell of a horrible man like me couldn't even like cry into the void. Like, just like I realized, like, I tried to stay off like YouTube for like 2 days, and just like then I really have nothing. Like, if I can't cry into this video, I'm just like on a mattress and just no one can hear me scream. That's so fucking like, I'm like you think I'm pathetic on here. Nobody's watching this, right? But if I seem pathetic on here, it's not even, it's like I'm so much more pathetic off video. That's why I initially started this live stream, is because I just thought at least on the live stream I'll feel motivated to like try to be productive or try to be upstanding. But man, if I turn off the video, it's just like bowl of slop, mattress, YouTube, like picking my nose, or just like a dead person, just basically like a dead homeless guy. I'm not even like, at least if I talk on here, I seem like I'm alive. Without this, there's just dead mattress, collapsed shell of unfuckable middle-aged man boobs, terrified, just lizard brain, some weird like song looped in my head, just and just like just trying not to think about death. That's just basically, I'm already like dead. And so it's just getting worse, just being young and cute and untouched by death. That's the best. That was my favorite part of life. Anyway, but I can still like take care of my dogs, and I can go to the dog park and stuff, and just I can cry on here. But let this serve as a reminder to the young people that like, you should just fuck your brains out when you're young. That's the point. And how should you do that? I don't know. Or just enjoy. I don't know. Any joy that you can. Don't let people like wreck your joy. I don't know. What am I saying? Nobody listens to anything anymore. Nobody. As I've said all this shit. Nobody likes anything I fucking say. People just gawk at me. I don't even know what people. They watch me as some like pathetic thing. It doesn't matter. But I'm lucky I can rant on here. I'm grateful to just be able to get rid of loneliness. But I don't know. I fucked up. I didn't do life right. But I was always kind of shitty anyway. And so I'll just keep being shitty. I know that people like to watch me be like a failure and be shitty, and I can definitely, that's something I can actually do better. Like, that seems to be what people enjoy. Like when the trolls watch my thing, they go, look at this fucking sorry son of a bitch. And that's something I will actually get better at. Something I will actually for sure get better at in the future, is being more pathetic, more ugly, and I'm gonna fail more. Like, my body's gonna fail, and there's gonna be like more like deterioration, like more ramblings. I've seen the road ahead. I've seen people who are like 60 and 70 and stuff, and they get more like fucked up. They get more and so that's what I'm gonna get, more pathetic, more there's gonna be more losses, and just I'll oblige you. It'll be a win-win situation. I don't want to shack up with the overweight ethnic chick or single mom lady from Asia or whatever. I'm not gonna do that shit. And so I'm gonna deteriorate and die and be pathetic and drone on and on in like a grim, sad, disgusting, pitiful. I'm gonna be really pitiful. That's what I can do. And so, you guys, you trolls, you want to see me be pitiful? Don't worry. More pity, more pitiful loserdom to come. For sure, for sure. For me, not for you. Maybe not for you. You get that pussy. You get that sexy pussy. You can't rape anybody. But dude, just you got to make a baby. That's the point. All this other shit is just fucking waste of time. I don't know. Or it's good to make some memories, have some fun. I don't know. There's so much like screen time, right? I don't know. I look around it with this life. A lot of screens, a lot of traffic, a lot of forums, a lot of YouTube, but occasional intermittent. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is all awful. This is all fucking awful. I do miss being young. I miss being young, and I miss being untouched by death. And I'm scared about getting old and dying. And that's all I have to say. It's 3:30. In 2 hours, the sun is going to set, and I'm going to have to find a new schedule to get through the fucking... I really have like nothing though. Like without I'm trying to, all of this YouTube, I'm like trying to grandstand or some shit, but I have nothing. I'm a shell of a human. I'm totally dysfunctional. I can't do eye contact. Without this video, I have like nothing to do. There's nowhere to go. And I'm just freaked out and demotivated with like man boobs and just I'm totally defeated. I'm 45. I'm just freaked out. There's nowhere to go. I don't want the dead-end service job. And my dad is reluctantly paying for my sorry ass. And eventually there's just going to be, the other shoe's going to drop. There's going to be some health problem, some crash. There's going to be some cancer or some heart failure. But there's no more good stuff. There's no more like trying to win. There's no more. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try to be good anymore. And so I'm just going to cry. I'm going to cry publicly and be pitiful. That's what I can do. I will get more pitiful. That's one thing I can definitely improve in. More pitiful, more sad, more deterioration. I can do that. I'll do that. I will do that. I really will. I really will. Shouldn't be able to do this though. I'm surprised they haven't like banned this. In the future, I think they're gonna have to ban this. They're gonna have to say like, dude, you can't just cry publicly. You can't just like freak out, cling to like please live. I keep thinking nobody's listening, right? I'm gonna do like live dying, like. I'm just gonna drone on and on. People are gonna go like, shut the fuck up and die already. I'm like, I'm scared. No one cares. Just fucking die. And I was thinking like, there must be live streams of people like literally on their deathbed, somebody like in a cancer ward saying like, I'm cold. The morphine is getting to my brain. I miss my mother. Mommy, are you there? I see the light. And I want to do that shit. I want to do that. But I'm not going to shack up with the fucking old lady, overweight ethnic chick lady from Asia. I saw that fate. I said this over and over. My dad got bossed around by some nasty bitch. Who is my mom? I can't even be. I'm like reprehensible. Like nobody's watching this, right? But I'm not even gonna try to be like possibly a good person anymore. Just my mom, she was just totally fucking horrible to my dad, and she told us bossy and nasty and condescending. She said the nastiest things like anybody's ever said to me is all from my mom. At some point, she just said even nastier shit to my dad. Just horrible, like the most degrading shit. My dad lost his eye when he was a kid, and my mom said, "You one-eyed fool, you impotent sea snake, you're so pathetic, you're just disgusting." She said, I'm just gonna get a gun and shoot you." Like she would just say like the nastiest things to him, and she'd hit him with like a broomstick and just say like, "You fucking," and she'd like cheat on him and shit. And just that was my whole childhood was just this poor, scared, defeated, older version of me. Basically, he was my age, and he was just clinging on to some nasty bitch who just hit him with the broom and said, "Go do my stuff," and cheated on him and just spit at him and drank. Like just the nastiest fucking shit. And he's like, I'll do it. And just being young is where it's at. Getting sexy pussy when you're young, and just trying to be good. But when you're young, you really are good. Just being young is like the best thing. And then just having sex with some other young person who's just being young and untouched by death, and fucking some other young and untouched by death person. That's the best. That's the best. Or just enjoying your youth. And I don't know. What's your point? But now I'm like totally terrified. I'm just in the grip of like terror. And there's just this little, if I say that, there's this little whisper of like counsel from my brother that's like, "Come on, dude, just go get that janitor job. There's a single mom who'd love to have you." And it's like, that's worse. There's no hope at the fucking dead end service job or a single mom. And so I know that I'm just stuck. Ducking various forms of hell until I get some infirmity that's gonna either kill me or like I'm gonna come back from it. But I see so clearly the road ahead of just progressive deterioration, accelerating deterioration, loss of vision, loss of looks, loss of energy, and then pain, and then like painful death. And I don't know how to do that, and how to just keep it out of my mind. Jordan Peterson was talking about it. Jordan Peterson was saying how like Captain Hook, he was talking about Peter Pan and the little kids just looking at Captain Hook, who was terrified. He was terrified about, he was in the death already had a taste of him. He lost his hand, and he had this ticking clock. There was this ticking clock. And he was just like, "Fuck, I'm fucking terrified." And I'm already in that situation. I'm already terrified. And no one can like save me. I can go on here, I can cry. I did this like a year ago. I thought, what if I just cry publicly? People are still like, "Can't help you." And I think, what if I just have like a freak out and I run to the hospital? Even the doctor would say, "Can't help you, I'm gonna die too." And I'm just like, fuck. Anyway. Hello, darkness, my old friend. In the sound of silence. I've really done like, I've tried everything to like, I feel like everything I'm doing is like the 50th time I've said these same things. And so I'm totally out of ideas. I know I don't want to do any like kicking around trying to be good anymore. I'm looking at these videos that I made, and there's all this. It's just this pathetic old guy like trying to be sexually viable and just like clearly just too old for everything. And so I just gotta pass the time. Can't kill myself. So I'm gonna go to the dog park, and then I don't know. Maybe my mind state will change. I tried the reading the mantra thing. I tried the steroids. I tried the. Other people tried. Other people at 45, they tried stuff. I listened to them say that. I saw other people in the same position when I was in my 20s, and now those people who were like close to 50, they're either dead or like basically dead. They're like really fucked up now. And so there's just no getting out of this. Oh, there's one getting out of it. And that's death. But the rallying, the like fighting against it is real like futile. And so I'm just gonna I'm gonna try to like, I don't know. It doesn't matter what I do. Do it kicking and screaming. Do it ranting. Do it dignified. Do it exercising. Do it relaxing. Whatever. Like the time's gonna keep coming. I'm still trying to be like impressive. I'm trying to be like I don't know what I'm trying to do. There's like I don't want to try. I'm writing this. No trying to be impressive anymore. I'm not going to try to be impressive. I want to just make it clear. I'm like a totally defeated dead person. If I get offline, I'm just lying on the mattress, and there's no like life bubbling in me anymore. Like I just can't stand the loneliness, and there's just like no good options. There's like other dead people around who are like, I got some shit for you to do. And there's just like, I can just hide here, but I can't get out. I've tried everything I could do to get out of this position, and I know it's just going to get worse. And then eventually there's going to be something even worse than this. And then I'm going to look back at this and be like, oh, this was paradise compared to 55. If I make to 55, and then 55 will be like, just, oh my god, I didn't think it could get this bad. Then 65 is going to be like, dude, you think 55 is bad? 65 is like, just, oh, it's so much colder. It's so much darker. It's so much bleaker. It's so much more deteriorated. That's what's coming. Great, Sean. Everybody else has to deal with it too. Yeah, but the young people, they should know this. Like, what am I trying to say? I don't know. I'll use I statements, but man, if I could go back to like a 20-year-old version of myself, just fuck your brains out. Fuck your brains out. I didn't know how. I didn't know how good and what a narrow window of time like sexy pussy is. Sexy pussy really is the point. Like the pussies that can make babies, that really is the point if you're a man. And that's what you want, right? If somebody's out there, don't you just, all roads eventually lead to fertile pussy or they lead to death. But there's a lot of like jackass stuff. You know what if no one's watching this, it doesn't matter what I say. But what I can definitely say is that like I was unable to like change my genetics. I did a lot of like jackass things trying to be strong like some other person was. None of it worked. I should have just made the best of my genetics and just enjoyed youth. I think that's the best thing to do now in retrospect. Just play the hand that you're dealt. Whatever you're good at, you're not gonna trade your hand for what some other guy has. You can't really you can't change your genetics. And so if you're remotely, whatever you're talented at, life is pretty fucking short, and just make the best of whatever little thing good thing that you got, and don't be like, I'm gonna grow this new good thing, because it's not really gonna that's the good thing is like it was always good. That guy who's like good at that thing, he was probably, if he's really great at it, he was probably always good at it. But and when he makes some self-help book, he's gonna say, no, you too can get good at it, but you can't. When I went back to my high school reunion, all the charming people, they're still charming. They might be deteriorated, but there was no like nerd who got cool. There was no like wimpy guy who became strong. Just the strong people are kind of strong, the beautiful people are beautiful, the social people are social. And if you look at like some grass is greener on the other side thing, and you waste all your time trying to fix your weaknesses. I was never able to do that. I did a lot of like trying to fix my weaknesses. As soon as I like stopped trying, I'm still stuck. Joe Rogan was always fucking cool, and my mom was always social. My dad was always like timid. It never fucking I don't know. My dad sort of copes with his timidity, but he never became like, he never shined. It's just the things that my dad shines in, he always shined in. And so, what's my point? That's my general conclusion. Life is short. If you're good at something, just do that. Be good at it. And then, if you're young, just fuck your brains out if you can without fucking up your life. And just, that's the point. Hot sex. That was always my favorite thing, is just being young and untouched by death, and it's sex with some other person young and untouched by death, and then just like 40 years of misery and just terror and just hazy like trips to the mailbox or stumbling around dog park. I'm gonna get it back. That's everywhere. The land of the dead. 40 years of land of the dead. Cats, dogs. I love dogs, but like that's what's I'll use that. I'm not gonna, it doesn't matter what I say. Maybe everything I'm saying is bullshit, but I want to say like that's kind of what's coming, is like after 40, dingy, like subpar, gonna get it back but probably not, like avoiding existential dread just for like 40 years, but young, untouched by death, in your prime, and then sex with some other person young and untouched by death who can have a kid. That's the point. Don't waste your time playing video games or some shit. Maybe a career, securing a career is good, but boy, just fuck your brains out. Fuck your brains out. That's the best. That's the point. And then just terror, deterioration, stuck in some premature coffin, knitting and watching soap operas. Just fucking 40 years of that. Different versions of that. All over town. You don't see it. Like, you don't really notice. Like, what do they say? Like, until somebody shows you like a blue Pontiac, you never really notice blue Pontiacs. But now that I'm like an older, washed up man, I'm just realizing like, oh, they're fucking everywhere. There's fucking just every household. Like, most households are like premature coffins. And like, meanwhile, young people, nobody's listening, right? I'm just ranting. But there's like young people being like, I gotta get a house. You'll inherit a house. There's plenty of like house. You'll never get your youth back. Youth is the best thing. Youth is just enjoy your fucking youth. There's fucking hundreds or thousands of like prematurely dead homeowners who they have some mortgage and paperwork they have to deal with that's occupying their brain, so they don't think about death all day. There's gonna be like 40 years of like home management, like bills, like errands, sweeping the floor. Don't worry, lots of home. Don't worry about the home. Just fuck your brains out. Do you have the best thing? If you're young, youth is the best. Youth is the best thing. I think most older people, they would trade anything for youth, and you can't do it. Just being young and untouched by death, that's the best. And it's fleeting, and you should just fuck your brains out. There's gonna be so much job, like home paperwork. Don't worry, plenty of like home, but just now that I'm 40 something, just, yeah, there's some like homeless people, but really like there's like just tons of like old people terrified in houses that they probably inherited, and they're just like some ladies like doing some project and trying not to think about death, and there's some guy being like, I'm taking care of her, and I'm taking care of the cats and the dogs. Just errands, trips to the store, watching your shows, knitting, just fucking 40 years of that shit, and just the whole fucking hills, the old East Bay hills are just nothing but that. It's just like defeated older, they're homeowners, but their homes are like premature coffins, and really just they would trade it all just to be 20 to 30. That's the best stuff. You're kicking with life. You should just fuck your brains out. And then after 40, nobody wants to fuck you unless you have money. And just terror, occupy brain, don't think about death for like 40 years. I don't know, maybe not. Now I'm thinking, like, if I think about it in those terms, like, maybe it's not good to have a kid. Maybe if you have a kid, somebody said to have a child is to condemn a being to death. Maybe if you have a kid, just the cycle continues. Maybe you just should just, maybe if you're strong, like maybe life kind of works out that way. Like maybe if you're strong and you can handle the meat-hook realities, then maybe have a kid. But if you're like a terrified weak bitch, if you produce another terrified weak bitch, the cycle continues. Maybe terrified weak bitches, they should just cry until they die. But if you can be strong, I don't know what I'm talking about. But there's probably no free will anyway. I wasted all. If you watch this, I'm wasting all your time. That's another thing. Nobody's listening, right? I want to make this abundantly clear. I've wasted a lot of my time going to various classes and parked in front of some older person. There's various ways in which people kind of like waste their time, and one of them is like young people. They, at least in my youth, when I was in my 20s, I was parked in front of some old person who I thought was gonna like lead me somewhere. I spent a lot of my time parked in for some old person who I thought like, oh, this person's like my parents, they're gonna guide me somewhere. No, they're just terrified and just they need you. I need your attention just to get rid of my loneliness. But don't waste your time on me. I'm not leading you anywhere good. I'm just wasting your fucking time. The old people should just be killed. I should be killed. The young people, you should get away from these screens and you should go fuck your brains out. Strike while the iron's hot. The iron's hot between the ages of 18 and 35, and then there's just the land of the dead. And the land of the dead, they're gonna try to like use you. They're gonna try to get you to rent their thing, or the old people, they're gonna try to like capitalize you and get you in their little system of somehow. And I'm doing that right now. I'm preying on the youth and being like, can you give me time and attention? But you shouldn't do that. I should just be killed, and you should go out and fuck your brains up.